guys, it's Morgan coming to you with a video you've all been wanting. Today we are out shooting with the 23 Beta 300RR race. Brand spanking new. It's got 53 miles on it from Lane, the guy who's letting us borrow it. The thing is bone stock. We're out here at Dry Creek. We're going to do some shooting. We've actually got a lot planned for today, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be shooting at least 3 videos today. Obviously, you saw the thumbnail. This one is a first look, walk around, talk about the bike. After I get done with that, I'm going to suit up and I'm going to go ride this thing out here in Dry Creek, in the rocks, in the tight, in the nastiness, and I'm going to give you guys the full lowdown, everything I think about it as it sits as a stock bike. I'm really excited about that. And I've even got the old game changer Loretta in here. There she is. Because we are going to go do some hard enduro training too. So I got some stuff to test on that and all kinds of stuff. So if that sounds awesome, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, tell someone about it, and then join me. Here we go. All right, guys, so today is all about the 300RR race. This is a 2023 300RR race. It has 53 miles on it. It is brand new. Our buddy Lane Smith let us borrow it. He obviously put different plastics on it and a couple little engine things. Or a couple little protection things. It's got the Enduro Hog cover on this side and on the clutch side. I don't know. He didn't do it. He put different levers on it. Not a lot, okay? He did not do a lot. It's performance-wise, this thing is bone stock. Oh, he did put a nice light on it. But performance-wise, the thing is bone stock. So let's talk about it. I don't know what it weighs. I picked it up, put it on the stand. It feels about like my other 300. So let me know. Someone in there has the specs on that. I don't really care how much it weighs. Actually, on scales, I care about how it feels. So that's what we're going to find out today. But as we walk around the bike, the thing is nice. It's really, really nice. The big improvement this year is obviously it's got KYB fronts, but it's got a KYB rear shock. That's huge. The races have been coming with KYB forks for a little while, but they kept using the SAC shock. It's not a great shock. It would fade. It's just not the best. So psyched to see the KYB front and rear. These bikes come with a lot of nice stuff. So it comes with Cool Guy foot pegs. I think it came with this different spacer, red spacer for the power valve. I'm pretty sure it had the slave cylinder guard on it. You guys can figure all that out. You can look into it and figure out what exactly comes on these bikes as far as Cool Guy stuff. But let's talk about some things that I don't love. The tires are terrible. I already talked to Lane. I actually haven't ridden this bike at all, not even 1 second. But Lane hates these tires. They are the FIM 6 days Metzlers, but that's to be expected, right? I mean, manufacturer's not going to put the gummiest, stickiest, baddest tires on a bike stock, so no worries. But I guess they're pretty terrible. We're going to find out. One of my biggest gripes, guys, with Beta, and hopefully the Beta boys are watching these videos, and hopefully we're going to work together here soon, but this blue cover, that is the dumbest thing. You can't see how much gas is going in, and when you take it off, you got to unplug a little wire thing because this is on it. And yeah, there's aftermarket stuff. I'm going to talk to Lane about that. We're going to get that moved up to the handlebars and get rid of that dumb thing. I'm sure he's going to put a big tank on it too, which then deletes that. But like, seriously, Beta, you don't even need that. Like, I think it would save money for you guys to not build that stupid plastic cover and then have the map switch up here. That goes to the map switch. So map switch, rain, dry, we're definitely gonna be testing that today. So it's kind of like a more retarded ignition and more advanced ignition. You know, we'll see how that does. It's got a better radiator cap than the KTM. I know it looks like the KTM, but this one just unscrews. Look at that, I did it with my left hand and my jacked up thumb, so that's no big deal. But I don't like that it's on the left side. I wish it was on the right side, because as you're draining coolant, you could undo this, reach up here, do that. Just makes more sense to me to have it on the right side. These are just nitpicking, by the way, guys. Like, I'm not you got to understand, I'm not talking down about this motorcycle. I haven't ridden it yet. What I'm doing is I'm just explaining my thoughts and my beliefs. It's got a nice Aero pipe on it, Aero exhaust. Spanish Fly makes a spark arrestor for this. I'm going to be talking to Brett Dooley about that, see if we can't get a Spanish Fly spark arrestor for this thing. That is hands down the best spark arrestor you can do for a 2-stroke. I mean, he doesn't make them for 4-stroke, so otherwise it'd be best for that too. Yeah, guys, I mean, bone stock, the thing is sweet. I like the way it looks. It's a sexy looking motorcycle, sharp, very Italian looking. Italians do a very good job of making things look really, really pretty. Subframe is plastic. I don't love that. I wish they all just went back to aluminum subframes, but it is what it is. Air filter's easy to get to behind here. Lane put a seat concept seat on it. I think most people do because the Beta seats are really, really hard. I don't really care about that. I think if I ended up with a Beta, I'd probably just leave the seat alone. I don't like to sit down on my little dirt bikes anyway. Yeah, guys, I think that's really it to talk about right now because it's just, yeah, we got to go ride it. Most of you guys know most of the stuff about these bikes. It comes with a Kean 36 millimeter, I think it's 36. Yeah, Kean 36 millimeter PWK carburetor. Phenomenal choice, Beta. Great job with that. Best carburetor, period. It's got a throttle position sensor on it because the non-race models have oil injection that you can delete very easily, but this one is premix only. Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know. Comment below, guys. Any questions you guys have below. Comment anything that you can think of. The race models do have the weird Torx safety bolts on them, and I know it's super easy. You can either break the little nubbin off or you can buy the right tool. I just don't get it. I don't know why. That's why I don't get it, right? Is that it's so easy to get past that. Why even bother? It's got to cost more money than just having all the same bolt on the head and on the power valve cover and all that stuff. So I don't know. I don't get it. See, the race model does have a thermostat, so that'd be something I would probably get rid of on my bike. That's the cooling system thermostat. I probably would just delete that if it were mine. I'd probably also be putting a fan on it because this thing was built for hard enduro and going slow, so I would do that. I think that would be a good upgrade for these bikes. Obviously, I would put different tires. I put moose balls or mooses in it. Let's talk about the gearing actually real fast. 1448 gearing. That is tall for a bike that was definitely intended for the tight stuff. Yeah, we'll see how that goes out here. That could be interesting. Also, it does not have the same turning radius problems that the 200 have. At least not as bad, but it is not as good as I think it should be. He's got the nubbins all the way in, and he's got it going as far as it can, but it definitely still hits the radiator braces, the Bulletproof Design radiator braces from Beta. And so I don't, whatever, we can fix that with the whole situation. I'm gonna let Lane take care of that. I'm not gonna beat on his motorcycle. He's a friend, but he's not quite as good a friend as Garrett. Let me beat up his 200. But the 300 is different. Like, I think it uses the same, radiators as the 200, which is why the 200 is so funky, is that like they're just with that frame and everything like that, it just makes it even worse. With the 300, it's not as bad, but I definitely can feel it pushing it around. So, all right, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. Comment below any questions, anything you want to know about, and also anything you want me to test. I don't know how long I'm going to get to keep this, but Lane lives here, so I'm sure I can get it again and go for another ride, especially as he modifies it and decks it out. So make sure you comment below what you want to hear if I missed something. And like I said before, subscribe to the channel because we're going riding right now.